They're just dead.
Nasty Labs.
So welcome to episode 5 of the Nasty Labs podcast, part of the Greenlit Podcast Network. We're the podcast and game studio Chew High Labs, where we talk about games, game dev, Japan, and whatever else comes up. So open up your Chew High and let's go.
Open it. Your Chew High. Kinsey, Burke, how the hell are you?
I am doing fantastic. How are you today?
I'm doing great. The last week has been a whirlwind of stuff. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm ready for this episode. I think that this might be the most packed episode we've had yet.
We got a lot going on.
Yeah. Tell me what's been going on in your life right now.
In my life?
Yeah, in your life, dude.
Well, obviously, I've been spending my evenings playing Carve snowboarding.
Out now
on Oculus Quest.
Tight.
I haven't gotten any better at it, but I still like it. Actually, no, I have gotten better at it.
I was about to say, yeah, you definitely probably have.
At first I had a really hard time landing on the rails to grind. I just always miss them. But now 50%.
50%.
I mean, that's more than real life.
Yeah, that'd be a 0%. That's
yeah.
0%.
I'd be butt down in the snow crying.
Yeah, so what else has been new besides video games, besides all this stuff? How are you doing? What is going on in the life of Kinsey Burke? Shine a light on it for us right now.
Well, I mean, as you were saying, it's been a really busy few weeks. Mm-hmm. So, besides work and video games, there's always craft beer. But
yeah,
let's get
to the craft brew. Let's get to the craft beer section of the show that's going to happen right now. What are you drinking right now?
I actually just did this huge buy from my local bottle shop because they can get some of the rarer stuff or limited edition or from Oregon, so slightly farther away from me because I'm in Seattle, and you buy them one can instead of buy a 4-pack. You get it by the one. And I put all this stuff in my cart, and all of a sudden my cart was almost $200, and I was like, oh my god, Kinsey, you need that much beer? And then I was like, yes. And so I got all these limited edition sours, and I've been really into lagers lately for some reason, so I got some craft lagers and some hopped lagers. It's good. It's good shit.
Lager is my favorite beer because it's kind of nothing, and I like that.
Yeah,
I like that
I do too sometimes.
Oh man, I like that you treat this beer buy like you do video games, because you said rare and limited edition, kind of in the same sentence about beer, as though you're gonna collect these fucking things. And I know you're just gonna drink them all and just gonna stay up and play Katamari or whatever you're playing currently. Yeah, so you've been getting beer. You've been working way too hard. What else have you been? Have you gone on any trips? Have you? What are you and the betrothed doing these days? Oh shit! I got into personal time.
No,
okay.
I was like, no. What have we been doing? It's so weird. COVID's weird. We haven't really done anything.
All right. Okay.
What about you?
Oh, that's some bullshit. Don't throw it over to me. In Japan, we're still pretty much on lockdown. But I've been going to every weekend. I go to Hard Off to look at stuff. This last weekend I went and I looked at I was holding a Game Gear. You know which one it is. It's the red Game Gear. What is that one?
The Magic Knight Ray Earth.
And you have that one, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah.
It's beautiful.
I thought about getting it, but then I realized if I started collecting now, I would be a little late in the game, and you could just be like, yeah, I got that. Yeah. To everything. To literally everything.
I mean, that one's still pretty hard to find, so.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember how much it was?
It was 7,000 yen.
Okay.
$70.
$70. I think when I got mine in the States, I think I paid $100 for it.
Ooh.
Something like that. So it's an expensive one, especially for a Game Gear because the screen sucks.
Oh yeah, the screen super sucks on Game Gear, but the Game Gear is still cool. I always liked it.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, it's big and it's clunky, and the buttons are kind of funky. I still like it though. So what the hell? Should we get right into the show?
We got a lot to cover. Like,
Okay, yeah.
Obviously we're gonna start with what games we're playing, and go into our main topic, which is E3, and then we got some news, and we're gonna answer your questions from Discord. Oh, we got a lot to do.
Okay, let's do it.
Mark Lentz, what are you playing?
Okay, so I'm trying to stay as active as possible on this. I'm trying to play games just so I can like have an answer to you. I was gifted on Steam Halo. Oh shit! I don't know the collectors or the big one, the one with all of the things. Okay, whatever. Okay.
The Halo Anniversary?
And yeah, that was it. I was gifted that, but yeah, because one of my buddies wants me to play it online with him, and so I got that. I've been playing that. I've been playing specifically Halo 2.
Nice.
Yeah, what year is it? But yeah, I've been playing that, and it's my first time playing the anniversary, and good Lord, is it a beautiful game. I know it's been out for years now, but like, hey man, I'm just getting caught up. I didn't have a PS4 before like 3 months ago. I didn't have a PC before a month ago. All I've had is a Switch in the last like 3 years, so I am not caught up. It's taking me some time. Give me a break, Kinsey. Like, I'm trying my hardest over here. That said, it's the shit. It's I am trying to get caught up on the Halo series before the new Halo universe comes out on Xbox. That's the main reason I'm playing this anyway, because I do like the Halo series. So that's what I've been playing. So don't even ask me any more questions. What the fuck are you playing? All right.
The thing I love about Halo is that it feels so good to play, and I never know what's going on in the story basically at all.
No, I don't care.
But it's so fun to play.
Like, I tune out as soon as it happens. Like, because I'm playing Halo 2. I'm just like watching TV on the side, and anytime a cutscene happens, I just like I can't click fast enough. I'm sure it's cute and it's a good story. It's all I know is like there's space guys and then there's space zombies and shoot, and that's all I need.
I used to think the Flood was made out of popcorn when I was younger.
Because they pop open.
And like the little guys are just like little clumpy guys.
It is like popcorn.
It's like popcorn, yep.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't taste like popcorn though.
I don't think so. Yeah, so I've never played anything beyond Halo 2. So I don't really know anything else. I am going to watch the games for the story after Halo 2. Because I do want to get caught up, because the game is the shit. It deserves your attention if you're into first person shooters. And I want to thank Metal Jesus right now for a second, because he commented on our last video, because in the last video I was kind of like I was a little clammy about the fact that I play first-person shooters like a bro, and he said something very nice, and he was like, you can like whatever game you like. You don't have to impress anybody or something like that. And it made me feel good, so shout out to Metal Jesus for being a nice person.
Oh,
yeah.
so nice.
All right, now what are you playing?
So I started playing Outriders because it's on Game Pass. Right. So me and my little brother, we play games together a lot. Like, we'll go like big stints where we don't play anything, but like we played Destiny together, and like a lot of those more like co-op kind of shooter games, like first or third person shooters. But like we're playing Outriders, and so I didn't like play it right away when it came out because the reviews weren't fantastic, and I was like, I'll skip it. And at the time, I didn't know it was on Game Pass. But then when I found that out, my brother's like, hey, I'm going to start playing this. Let's play it together, blah, blah, blah. So first impressions, I do like it.
Mhm.
It's almost like it's like an action RPG almost masquerading as a cover shooter. If that makes sense.
Ooh.
Like, it has a
Yeah.
skill tree, and you, like, level up, and you can, like, I'm playing as the trickster, which seems like the closest to, like, a rogue or assassin kind of character, and there's 3 different builds I can do. There's, like, assassin, reaver, and the other one. So it's pretty cool. I'm liking it so far. The one thing that I find hilarious, especially in the beginning, it's getting a little bit better now that we've gotten a little bit farther. There is so much unnecessary swearing. It is like a 14-year-old boy wrote the script. Like, there's so much swearing. And, like, I don't mind swearing. That doesn't bother me. But it just feels so forced and unnecessary that it's hilarious.
Okay, so you sold me a little bit. I'm a big fan of like really, really unnecessary swearing to the point where you're like, why'd they even put that? You don't need to say fuck in every sentence.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, especially in the beginning.
I like 14-year-old boy swearing because it like doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
It's pretty
I'm in.
great. So I am really liking it a lot. I'm building out my character, and like I got some sweet attacks. I have this one attack that like it's called like temporal blade or something. I just like slash through the air, and then everyone who I touch, like, because it's a little bit of an area of effect, turns into like a Evil Dead type skeleton. They're just dead. It's awesome. It's very like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay. All right.
Pretty cool.
Okay. I'm gonna get that on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm. It's on PC on Game Pass as well, I think. Wait,
Okay.
is it? I might have just lied to you.
Okay, we don't have to look it up. Either way, I should buy Game Pass. I'm buying Game Pass, Microsoft. I'm buying it. Okay. Are you playing anything else these days?
In the one-player realm, I am very late to the party on the. Well, not as late as you with Halo, but
Can you shut up?
I'm like kind of late to the party. I started playing The Last of Us 2. So I'm a few hours into it. I really like it so far. Like, I got it really close to launch, and then I just never played it. It was like at the beginning of COVID, and everyone always told me that this is like kind of a heavy game, like emotionally, and I was like, I don't. It's not the time.
Right.
So I kind of put it off for a while. But it's cool. Like, right now I went back to Seattle, and actually the Seattle map isn't horrible. It's pretty good. Even though it's all like, dystopian and overgrown and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And it's, better than, what was the last game I played that was set in Seattle? Infamous. It was not very good. Infamous 2.
So,
yeah.
How are you liking The Last of Us? Because it did get mixed reviews a little bit, right? Like, it looks fucking incredible to me.
It looks amazing. And I really enjoyed the first one. The ending made me mad, but that's just a whole story. But so far, I am liking this one a lot. Like, the story's been really good so far. It's not too dark yet. It's been a few things, but it's good. I like it.
See, the one thing that really intrigues me, and I didn't read a ton of reviews after it came out, but I was following the game before it came out, was like the dynamic system of the NPCs. Like, if you kill one NPC, it will affect how. Like, it has a ripple effect of how other NPCs view you. Isn't that?
Oh, like Shadow of Mordor, where it's like that. What's that system called?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember.
I just watched like one of the gameplay trailers, and like in the trailer, your character's running around, and you kill someone, and then an NPC in the background like yells like. I'm going to say what they say in the trailer, that fucking bitch killed Ian or whatever, something like that. But like, it was like, these are like characters you're just going to kill.
Oh,
I like the idea that each of them are named and each of them have an emotion, at least according to the trailer. I
haven't gotten to a part really where I'm killing real people. Okay. I've only been killing like the infected. They don't care.
Do you think you're gonna play all the way through, or like?
Yeah, I think so. Like, games like that though, like I tend to take long breaks from playing them and then play a lot in one day, because I feel like sometimes when I get off work and I have like 2 or 3 hours free, that's not enough time to sit down and play a game like that. So then I just don't. So usually like the next like full day I have off, then I play for like, 5 or 8 hours.
All right. That sounds pretty cool. Does Tony watch you play games? Does he sit down and go like, "Ooh, I like watching you play"?
He used to, but now that he plays so much Destiny 2, he's just playing Destiny 2.
I think that we should have like the Tony Destiny 2 update. I think like every week we should have him like talk about the newest gun loot. That's
I've definitely asked him about it before, to be like, look how interested I am in your hobbies. And then he starts telling me the story, and I'm like, slowly not paying attention anymore. My ADHD brain is like, oh no.
Oh. I like that he like even attempts to tell you the story. Like, I think that's really charming. Like, it sounds like a little boy. Like, well, there's just this thing, and it's a calamity of sorts. And frankly, Kinsey, you're gonna love the story. All right, here's what's happening.
Yeah.
Fans of video games, history, or video game history will definitely want to listen to Retronauts. Each week, Bob Mackey and myself, that's Jeremy Parrish, dive into the stories behind the greatest games of the past and the history behind the hits of today. Check us out every Monday on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
All right, and to the surprise of nobody, also because I already said it, the weekly topic for this week is E3 predictions. I thought it'd be super fun if first we just name a few of our like dream ones that are probably not going to happen, and then we'll do some real predictions on what we think might be announced. So, what is your dream announcement out of E3?
Okay. Well, we know that Nintendo's going to be doing an announcement. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
So my dream announcement, and I really think this is going to happen.
I think I know what it is.
And no, you don't. Fuck it. But what? What do you think?
Re-releasing Mother and Mother 2.
Okay. All right.
Wait, am I right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that was.
Yes.
All right. So my second choice.
Sorry, I stole your thunder.
Yeah. Geez. No. It actually wasn't Mother. That's a damn good guess, though. Man, they might do that, huh? No, they won't. They won't do that. My dream is still, and I'm every time you ask me this question, I'm gonna say the same thing. My dream is that they make Super Mario 2. Okay, and I'm hoping. No, they're not gonna do it.
They're not gonna do it.
I know. Can you stop? It's like they're not. They don't like fun. They like.
Although I did just think, what if they redid Earthbound in the same graphics as the redone Link's Awakening? That would be so cute.
That would be so cute. Especially, I don't know if you saw maybe a few years back when they had the Earthbound 64 or Earthbound GameCube mock-ups.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like claymation, and like everybody shit the bed and was like, "Oh, this is the best game ever." So yeah, it would work. You're absolutely right. Like,
be awesome.
It doesn't seems like they have the engine already. Just change the graphics and do a whole.
At least
game.
like Earthbound's already written, so that part's done.
It's already written. Yeah, you just need 100 game developers to just finish it. Go ahead and send it.
No
All right,
thing.
that's it. All right, that's my prediction. I actually don't have any predictions. I like coming in like completely blank, so I don't know. It sounds like you have some. You have some like big predictions.
I have an idea of some things they could announce or go more in depth on, but like for Dream stuff,
Dream.
I would love another KOTOR game that's like a Mass Effect. I would love that so much. It would be amazing. And preferably like KOTOR, like in that universe, and not trying to like I don't want like Ray and Finn and all of those people in it. I want like its own thing, like KOTOR.
Like KOTOR.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I would also love another Witcher game, and well, the next one I've said like the last couple years, and all we've gotten so far is a title screen. I want more information about the next Elder Scrolls that is not Elder Scrolls Online.
Ooh.
I was deep in the lore. Like I remember telling Tony, my husband, about it, and he did the glaze over thing like I did with Destiny.
Yay!
I was like trying to explain something to him, and I was like, "Oh, it'll just be easier if I show you." And I pulled this map out of my purse, like a paper map, and I unfolded it, and it was like the map of Skyrim. I had it in my purse for like a real reason, like I didn't like carry it around with me all the time.
No. I was definitely gonna be like, where were you? Like at dinner, like at a fancy restaurant. He's about to propose to you, and like, hey, have you seen this? Like, why do you have this map with you?
I had it
Tell
in my
us.
purse because like I didn't have a copy of the map. Well, actually, I didn't have a copy of the map for Oblivion, and then I was at a game store, and they were like, "Oh, here we have an extra one," and I was like, "Oh, sweet, thank you," and I put it in my purse, and then like. I left, and then I always do, I left it in my purse for a while, and then we were at a bar, and I was like, oh, good, I have visual aids. And then it was Skyrim, it wasn't Oblivion, and I was like, well, they tried.
Okay. That actually, okay, I have one more.
Yep.
I have one more. Now that Microsoft owns Obsidian,
Bethesda?
and yeah.
Oh, do they own both?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. So they own Bethesda. They own Obsidian. They haven't made an announcement of what this means yet.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'm hoping. Here's what I'm really hoping. They announce a Fallout with the old team. They bring back you know, like the real, the rightful owners. Hey, I love the Fallout series, but like give it to Obsidian. That's the right choice. It's the right choice.
New Vegas was the best of all the new Fallouts.
It is the best.
Yeah.
Fallout 2 is the best, but New Vegas and I think they must be announcing something soon at some point anyway. They must be.
They gotta. It's been a long time since Fallout 4.
Fallout 4. Yeah, and then like what's it called? What's it called? The Obsidian game.
Outer Worlds?
Outer Worlds, yeah. That's been over a year, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So maybe that's happening.
that'd be
There's
awesome.
there's my real one, not like Super Mario 2 too. Fuck that, all right?
That's a good one though, because I feel like that could happen.
It could. It actually could.
So my real predictions.
Oh,
well,
shit.
one thing I would love to happen is actually finally announcing if the Switch Pro, Super Switch, I don't fucking care. If that's real, please just announce it, because the speculation has been going on for so long that I can't handle it. And if you call it the new Nintendo Switch, I will walk my ass all the way to Redmond to the headquarters of Nintendo and slap a bitch.
The new Nintendo Switch.
Because that's what they did
XL.
with the DS.
Yeah.
Like working at a game store, when someone's like, no, I want the new one, you're like, so this one's called the new one. Especially when one came out after that.
Right.
That's the worst.
Yeah. Okay. I'm really thinking that they understand marketing a little bit more over the years. They've gotten away from, now that they don't do things like the Wii and the Wii U, and they've had the trouble with the new XL and all those other like horrible naming conventions. I'm thinking it's going to be just the Pro.
Yeah, Pro would be good. Super Nintendo Switch would be fine with me.
That's sick.
Like,
call it that. That's
yeah,
sick. Call
that'd be
it
awesome.
that.
Like, I just
have
want something so the rumors stop.
All right. And have a pack-in with Earthbound.
Yep.
All right. There we go.
We just made it even more realistic.
Like, yeah. All right. Jeez. That is it. That's a good point. I think you actually might be onto something on the Nintendo thing. I think they will announce. Ooh.
At least some
I hope.
hardware revision. Whether it's better specs or not, I think a revision might happen. And then I'm hoping for more information on Splatoon 2 and they've like dangled it in front of or Splatoon 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Splatoon 3. Because
Yeah.
we had that one trailer earlier, but it didn't show that much, so I'd love to hear more because I love Splatoon 2. It was so fun.
I'm just glad Nintendo's going to give us a new, like, a tentpole announcement this week. Like, I love Nintendo Directs, and I think they've kind of changed the way game studios announce things, especially during COVID. Basically, everybody's following suit, but
Yeah.
I like that they're back at E3 and doing a Direct at the same time. Like, something is going to be big.
Yep.
Something.
Yeah, they gotta show like another trailer for Breath of the Wild too, because they just like dangled it in front of us last time when they showed something. And the last time they even apologized in the Nintendo Direct. It was so cute, where they're like, "I'm so sorry, we don't have anything new on Breath of the Wild." So.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I don't mean to make all my predictions Nintendo, but but I did.
I mean, those are all pretty likely. I mean, they have to happen. They're not, maybe not this show, but they have to happen. Like the next steps in Nintendo, like as opposed to like Earthbound or Mario. Like that's not fucking gonna happen. Come on, they don't like real fun.
Mario RPG. Oh god.
Mario RPG 2. What's up, dude? Come on. I want to know what happens to the puppet guy.
Oh, puppet guy.
Forget his name. And
You guys were best friends, I see.
we go back. Like, what's the other? It's Mallow, and it's a puppet guy I actually don't even like him. But okay, whatever.
In this quarter on the Greenlit Podcast Network, Chris Sims and Matt Wilson. And in this quarter, VHS oddities, confusing animation, and modern not-so-classics.
Plus snacks, movie fighters.
We watch movies and beat them up.
All right, and now it's time for the news.
The news.
And we're going to do something a little bit different. We have some follow-ups to stories that we've already reported on.
Follow-up sound effect.
Pretty sweet.
Go. I don't think we have one yet, but I'm pretty excited that something has changed in the industry. So
Yeah.
hit us. What's the first big follow-up?
All right, so the first big follow-up isn't really a news story, but it is. So we were talking about the Dragon Quest Island amusement park. And, like, it looks cool, but I was like, it doesn't have rides. Like, how good can it really be? And I watched someone do a walkthrough of it, and it's very cool, actually. So when you go in, you create a character, like, that you want to be, and you pick their class and, like, all that kind of, like in a Dragon Quest game.
Right.
And, like, actually, normally you're just given a character, but in this one, you have to make a character, and then they give you, like, a little dongle, like, keychain thing,
Okay.
and, like, you can go around the park, and there's a whole storyline. Like, there's places where you can, like, battle monsters. And you can even, like, go into this, like, woods outside of town. And there's, like, monster encounters with big TVs. And then there's big statues of, like, King Slime and stuff. And, or, like, even when you start out, obviously, it's, like, the little slimes or, like, the little bats. And you can battle them. And, like, in town, there's, like, a shop where you can upgrade your armor. There's townspeople, so you can do quests.
Uh-huh.
And so you can, like, you have to go find the key for this one guy. He lost it. Like, normal side quests. And then also there's, like, treasure chests around that you can, like, scan your little thingy on. And you don't always get something either. But sometimes it's empty.
I really wish you had a visual aid right now. Because I'm like, oh. Like, okay. All right. That's pretty cool. So you get...
It's like a whole storyline. You have to, like, go beat the boss and, like, get the sword of magic crap. And, like, yeah, it actually looks like really, really fun.
Does the level up music happen? And also, what's the level up music? Can you just hum that for us?
No.
No, you can't. Yeah, I didn't think so.
I instantly just thought of, like...
Final Fantasy's level up music? Yeah, you did. Yeah, I don't remember it. Wait, isn't it or something bullshit like that? Just some, or is that just when you beat a enemy?
It probably is something like that. Well, when you start a battle, it does that like That's like weird noise.
Yeah, I do like that part. Oh yeah. Even in the newer Dragon Quests, when you walk to steps, it still uses the sound effect from the original one. It's just like,
Yeah.
like I love that they kept that one particular bad sound effect. It's just so amazing. I bet you you're gonna hear it at the park.
Oh, I bet.
Okay.
It looked cool.
I'm in. This will be a company trip when you come to Japan. Company expense. We're doing it.
We gotta do it. It looks like
we're
fun.
doing
And
it.
there's a cafe, obviously, with like the most adorable stuff. All the like slime food and oh god, it looks so good. It's amazing.
Ooh, is it a Lawson?
No, which
Oh, okay.
when I was in Japan last, they did have the Dragon Quest Lawsons.
Right.
There was 2 of them, I think. At least 2 that I went to. Obviously, those are the only ones.
Right.
But it was rad.
What else is update?
All right,
did.
our next story is
Update.
also a follow-up.
Okay.
And so was either last episode, I think it was last episode, we talked about how some very key members were leaving Giant Bomb.
Right.
And just a couple days ago, it was announced that Vinny, Brad, and Alex are actually starting a new podcast called Nextlander. But it's also like, it's like a podcast streaming, like basically Giant Bomb and almost everything but name and no Jeff Gershman,
Aw.
which is really interesting. And they completely blew up on Patreon. Last I checked, they had 10,000 backers, and their bottom tier is $10.
Holy shit. I'm not a math guy, but oh my.
At least those are 10s. Those are easy math.
Yeah. No, I mean, like that's
Yeah, but still, it's
you
a
add
lot.
a zero.
Yep.
You add a zero. That's great.
It's a lot.
I think a lot of people kind of we didn't predict this, but like yeah, it seems like the logical next step. They've built up such a rapport with their audience, and like I've always liked watching them do live streams. I always liked the Giant Bomb. This only makes sense to kind of split off and go indie, and ultimately do the Tim Rogers thing and kind of have no corporate oversight.
Yep.
And make whatever you want, and if you don't like something, you can just say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
kind of what I'm thinking happened. Like, probably not like a bunch of drama. Well, maybe.
Right.
But I'm thinking it's a corporate overlords not agreeing and wanting to go small again and missing the good old days when Giant Bomb was independent.
Right. Yeah, it's got to be. Like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine it was as bad as the GameSpot thing, but like,
Yeah.
But I'm sure it was just. I mean, they mostly live in San Francisco, right? Like that place is fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Like, and already if you're saying they have 10,000 backers at $10, that's a much better lifestyle, and they could probably promote their own thing that much better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It seems like a no-brainer, and I'm really really happy for those guys. Like,
Yeah.
wow, 10,000
too.
backers.
It's awesome.
Wow, they are going to become the new Giant Bomb.
They are.
Like, because like OG Giant Bomb, when that popped out, like it was just like, oh, okay, this is how you do games journalism right here.
Mm-hmm.
And they, this is great. This is actually really cool news.
And actually, Giant Bomb has been signing on some bigger names as well. Like Danny O'Dwyer is going to contract for them. He said he's going to do Giant Bomb stuff like a few days a week, like part-time.
Oh.
So that's really exciting. So, I mean, actually, both of them are doing fine, like from what it sounds like.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool because Danny O'Dwyer is always my favorite guest whenever he's on the show.
Same.
And I mean, you know, he's been on the show like probably 50 times or so. And he's such a pivotal voice in the industry. That also is a no-brainer. I always wondered why they didn't do this. So I guess this just made the choice that much easier for them. Like,
Yep.
that's
awesome.
great. That's good for everybody. That's better for the industry. Cool. And tell us the biggest thing.
Our last story is not a follow-up, but the biggest announcement of the season. So, earlier this week, Playdate had an update video because they've been a little silent for a while, but oh my god, was it an update? Like,
Oh.
they showed us a bunch of games. They, like, doubled, was it doubled? Like, the library for Season 1.
Doubled.
They showed the cute little speaker dock, which I love. Bluetooth speaker, pen holder. I mean, look at it, says everything. It charges your Playdate. It's great. It's cute. I love it.
Yeah.
And most importantly,
Yeah.
Chuhai Labs announced Whitewater Wipeout.
Whitewater Wipeout. That's right. I'm through the roof. This has been a long time coming. I'm really, 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 really excited, especially like for us, like we launched a game 2 weeks ago, and we're announcing a new game in like this window has been so awesome for us. And
Yeah.
I love the Playdate, and I'm really happy that we're able to be a launch title on this thing.
Me too.
Hit me with some other love for the Playdate. Come on.
I just think the Playdate is so cool, especially because they also announced like the Playdate Pulp, where it's like, a program that anyone can program for the Playdate and make a game, which is really cool. It makes it really accessible and easy. And the Playdate itself is already so incredibly creative, like making a game using a crank instead of like 2 analog sticks. It's genius. It's so cool. I love it.
Okay, here's what I'm going to pitch something to you right here. Okay,
All right, I'm
right
ready.
here on the show.
I'm ready.
You and I have no game development experience. Okay?
Correct.
What if we made a game on Pulp?
That would be pretty fucking sweet.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what if we just like 2 days a week we worked on Pulp and just for a couple of hours and learned how to make games properly. I can use Unity. I'm no good at it. Like it's tough. I can make a ball move up and down. That's it. I pitch that we make a game and it's going to be let's have a pitch off. Whatever. I think we should make a game. How about that?
Should make a rhythm game.
We should make we'll make a rhythm game.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Basically, all the lineup from the Playdate has been that all looks amazing. The Lucas Pope thing is just bonkers. I've been a part of a lot of game showcases, like some games that I've worked on have been a part of a lot of showcases, and this is easily the most exciting that I've been like. Everything they did was a hit. It was just.
Yep.
I'm absolutely thrilled, and I want to say, I remember seeing the prototype of the Playdate back in 2018, and absolutely flipping shit, being like, "Oh, this is the fucking future."
Yeah.
And I was secretly mailed one, like a few months later, and I had it in my pocket for, I don't know, 6 months. I'm not a developer, sadly, so it was just useless. All I could do was turn it on, but I got it into the right hands at Chuhai Labs, and then we started actually cooking on this and thinking about this. And long story short, we have a launch title. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna personally thank Nick Sutner over at Panic and all those homies for making this happen. This one is close to home. This one is really close to home for me.
Yeah, it's pretty wonderful. And I don't know, like, if you haven't seen their update, it is archived on YouTube because it was streamed. I guess they did like a premiere. Yeah, they did the YouTube premiere.
Yeah.
And so you can go watch it, the Playdate update. And it was really, really, really well done. And obviously you can see Whitewater Wipeout, an awesome little surfing game that we made that is a high score chaser, definitely. And I need to get better at it, much like real surfing.
Yes. Oh, you do surf though.
I have surfed.
I like that very, very tight distinction. I've surfed. Yeah, it is a very difficult game for some people, like me, like you. My high score is like 3,000 or something like that. Whereas the people on we have leaderboards, and the people on our leaderboards are in the millions, and it is, I hate them. It's been so much fun developing this game because 3 of the programmers would just like drink whiskey and do high score attacks and
that's
just try to
awesome.
beat each other. Just like they were so good at the game, and like we suck at it, and just watching them do it, and
I need to learn their tricks because like I really really enjoy playing it, and my score keeps going up the more I practice. But like I need the tips from the professional electronic surfers.
Yeah, the electronics are. Yeah, me too. This game is for people that like California games. It's 100% inspired by that, and but I grew up liking TNC.
TNC Surf Designs.
Yeah, I grew up liking that game, thinking it was good. It's not good. It's not. But the cover art is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
So we took inspiration from the cover art on TNC. But yeah.
Nice.
What a hell of an update. Or news. The Playdate, dude. It's like, oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to all the crankin' puns.
The Crankin' Sons? That's a good name for a game. Is that what you said? Crankin' Sons?
I said the cranking puns.
Okay.
What did I
Cranking
say in
puns.
Discord the other day? That was horrible, but I loved it. Oh, I said I wake and crank.
Well, the old wake and crank. I feel like you're calling out a lot of people with a phrase like that.
But it's so wholesome. I just wake up and play my Playdate.
Yeah, that's it. It's wholesome. It's a wholesome act of waking and cranking.
And next up is Call Me Up, where we answer your Discord questions. And if you ever want to ask us a question that we might answer on the podcast, just go to our Discord, Chew High Labs.
Yeah, we will. Just send it. Just send a message along. Come on. All right, what's the first one?
All right. What's one weird preference you have when it comes to video games or video game genres? Their example is, I'm a total fiend for Diablo-like ARPGs, but I always prefer when the player has no camera rotation, like when they play them for some reason.
Oh, shit.
Like, do you have a weird thing that you just, like, you really like, or you have to have when you play certain kinds of games?
Man, I don't know. That's a tough one. Why don't you give me your example? Because you've thought about this.
My biggest thing is that I play inverted.
Yeah.
So, like, almost every single time I go up to, like, a demo, like, either, like, a press demo or, like, at PAX or E3, and it's a first-person game, and, like, it's in the early stages where you can't change it, 100% of the time I cannot play it because it is not inverted.
Hold on.
I'll do the looking at the floor thing.
Hold on. You still play inverted FPS controls?
Yeah.
Whoa, cool. That's like some serial killer shit. Like, like who the fuck plays first person shooters like that? That's so cool. I'm gonna try to do that.
It just feels right. Like, it's like the early days of playing the first Microsoft Flight Sim. Like, it just, It's the best.
Yeah.
Although, I think the serial killer thing is when they invert the X-axis. I always see that as an option. It's like invert the Y-axis or the X-axis. And I'm like, wait, the X-axis? Did somebody do that?
I kind of see the logic behind it. Kind of. I'm just saying, like, I no, look at me, like I would do it. You're the one that fucking does it, all right? Jesus. That is a very strange example that you gave. I got nothing. I'm to this Discord user, hey, this is a great question. I'm gonna have to stew on this. Can we do an update in the following video, because this is I'm just enamored that you're still doing the inverted controls.
Yep.
Yeah.
And actually, so does Tony. It's a match made in heaven. We can trade controllers during Halo.
Tony does too.
Mm-hmm.
Is like, were you on some weird dating site and this like invert controls? And, like, how on earth are there only 2 people left and it's you two?
I don't know, but that's how I knew.
Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. All right, I'll read the next one.
Yep.
Speaking of Outriders yesterday, what are some games you felt wrong about initially that you did a real 180-degree turn on, or that took you a while to warm up on? Oh, I fucked that all up. But yeah, I think you can follow it. You used to think a game was one thing, now you think it's something else. Come on, hit me.
I'm trying to think of one that goes that way. Like, there's just been games where I'm really excited about and I can't wait to play it, and then I don't like it.
Right.
Like, that's happened, but I'm trying to think if it's ever gone the other way. Well, I guess kind of Outriders, because I kind of avoided it for a while because I didn't think it was good, and then I started playing it, and it is pretty good. I guess that happened with a lot of people with No Man's Sky. Just because of the way it all went down in the beginning.
Sure.
I don't know. What about you?
Okay. I'm gonna say one that's gonna be a little contentious. Final Fantasy VII Remake. It took me about 4 hours to enjoy any of it. I really didn't like the intro. Really? No. All right. Hold on. The first segment, obviously, I'm like in tears when you know the very beginning. You're like, oh, it's here, it's happening, and then like right when you get there, to Midgar, you get to the fucking the power plant, the very first section. It is so boring, and the dialogue is so stupid. It's so stupid. But once you get through that,
I could see that.
Like, you know, he keeps calling him Merc. He's like, hey, Merc, you better prove your salt. Like, dude, I've been killing all these guys. I've been proving my salt. I don't have to do this over and over, Barrett. Come on. and like the very odd sexual tension in the beginning where like she's like, hey, Cloud, you're a cool mercenary from Soldier, huh? Like,
oh, with Jesse?
Yeah, like
that is, yeah.
Like, why is this sexual tension happening? I don't get it. But that said, once I got through all that, it actually opened up and it became really charming, and it's just a rocky opening. Okay, that's what I got. What about you?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Actually. Like, I think nostalgia took over, but I think about halfway through that power plant, I was like, when can I be not in this power plant anymore?
Yeah. The first boss was so fucking boring. It was so...
Yeah.
It took me forever, and I know it's like, you have to shoot underneath it or something like that, but, like, it was just not fun. But it became fun.
It does become fun. When you get to, like, run around town and do all that part, it's great. Yeah, it's pretty good after that. I'm trying to think if I have another example, and I don't think I do. I probably do. I just can't think of it. But Outriders, I guess, is mine.
Okay. Actually, for me, it's been another one is like probably first-person shooters in general. Like, I hadn't played them in years and years and thought that they were fully bro town, and they are. But that doesn't mean they can't be fun. And I think I'm going to install Destiny. And I think I'm going to... Because I've just been having so much fun lately with first-person shooters. And that's another one that I've come back around to. I guess that's not a 180. That's more like a revisit. But,
yeah. Oh, I guess genres, though, is tactics for me. When I was younger, I liked turn-based games, but I did not like tactics, like with the board where you move squares type RPGs, like those. I did not like Disgaea. I did not like those when I was younger.
Yeah. So wait, you didn't like? You had a
Tactics,
Nintendo 64, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't like Final Fantasy Tactics? You didn't have that, maybe?
No, I didn't like Final Fantasy Tactics. Also, not on the 64.
Yes, I know. I know. I'm trying to run through like how like you probably didn't like it because you didn't have it. That was my logic, but
I bought it because like once I realized I liked Final Fantasy, I bought everything Final Fantasy, and I didn't like Tactics. And then like PS2 era, I got Disgaea because like the story's super cute and the characters are super cute, and I didn't like that either. And like, yeah. Phantom Brave, like all those like NIS America games and Atlas that I just wanted to like so much, I didn't like. But as I got older, I started liking tactics games more.
Oh, okay. So, like, have you gone back since then and like played some of the old classic ones, or now it's?
I did go back and play Final Fantasy Tactics, but not the original, the one on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, okay, that game sucks. Real bad. But one day you can go back and play the Final Fantasy Tactics on PSP. Okay, play it on.
I gotta do it. Yeah,
it's pretty slick. It's pretty fucking slick.
All right, next question, and I'm actually kind of excited about this one.
Okay.
Because I love these kind of games because they're campy as fuck, and I just love it. Okay. So, question is, what do you think of 90s FMV games? Would you ever consider making an FMV game featuring yourselves and the Chuhai crew? For those of you who don't know, FMV is full motion video where they would like record real people doing stuff, and it's like a point and click adventure, usually, and they're not always, but point and click adventure, but they're real people walking around and all filmed.
Yeah, the devil, the plumbers don't wear ties.
That's the first one?
That's one of the classics.
Night Trap?
Oh, yeah, obviously Night Trap.
Phantasmagoria?
Sewer Sharks, is that one?
I think Sewer Shark is. Now I don't know.
Now I don't know. Yeah. Tell us about your FMV game featuring yourself and the Chuhai crew.
So, well, first one, do you like them? Yes, I do, because they're campy, and it's like watching like bad early 90s and 80s movies. It's great. Side note, I did see, it was on Kickstarter, I believe, that someone was making an FMV horror game, but like brand new. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. But it was also like time sensitive. Like you can play it at different parts of the day, like real time, like Animal Crossing. But it's a horror FMV.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
It sounds awesome.
Time sensitive.
Yeah.
I like
sounds
that.
Rad.
Time. Yes.
And then would you ever consider making an FMV game featuring yourselves and the Chuhai crew? Obviously, yes, because it would be hilarious. And I think it would be like the quest for the ultimate Chuhai flavor.
Yeah.
Where we have to achieve the truest of the magical flavor. And it's like an RPG, but it's not, obviously, because it's like a point and click adventure. But we go on an epic journey.
Yeah, and you have to maximize how many Chuhais you can have before like throwing up, and, or something like that. Like oh, you picked the wrong flavor and then you're throwing up or something.
It has to have those like hilarious like FMV like
deaths. Scenes
when the people die. Like they did it in Night Trap, like. And then they just like die. Oh God, it's so good.
Oh yeah, and can there be like a shower scene where like the camera walks in and I'm taking a shower and I'm like, oh, I didn't see you. Oh, thank you for the Chuhai. Like one of those moments.
And then if you do it wrong, it has to have the shot where you're getting killed, but you grab the shower curtain and the only shot is pulling the shower curtain down.
Oh, that's perfect.
And then blood.
And then a Chuhai. Blood. Oh yeah, okay. I'm for this now that we're kicking this around. This is a perfect idea, and I'm gonna do a special shout out to Cal for asking that question. We're gonna get funding for this. I think that's all I got.
Just gonna be throwing money at us.
Perfect. I like the way you ended that one too. So it's gonna be throwing money at us.
All right. Good drink.
Yep. What are you boozing on? That's not booze. That's sparkling water.
raspberry lime.
What's the earliest you've started drinking, and have you started drinking while working yet?
I have opened a beer after my last meeting before, and then I was like, oh, I just got one more thing to do. I have done that.
Mhm.
And the earliest I've started drinking, you don't want to ask that question. Like in my whole life?
Oh, I bet you in college you did like one of those like stupid like fucking like your which college did you go to?
I went to Western Washington University,
Okay,
home of all the hippies, and it's fantastic.
So I bet you Western Washington University has one of those days where it's like quad days or some stupid event where like everybody's like, yo, we gotta get up early, okay? We gotta get up at 9 a.m. and start drinking, like out in the lawn, right? And we're gonna play cornhole or whatever fucking drinking game. This is not for the podcast. I'm not trying to be funny. I just think that you've started drinking at 9 a.m. That's what I think.
Well, the problem is airports, because airports have no rules. I've definitely had an 8 a.m. beer at an airport.
That's a good point. Okay, that's.
There's no rules at airports.
Yeah, I've done that once. I'm not an. I think I've only drank before noon once.
Oh.
But it was at an airport, and it was yeah. It was like a Bloody Mary at like 8 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
Because that is kind of fun. That is like super cool to do.
It kind of is. Even when I don't like feel 100%, I'm usually like, well, I'm at the airport.
Yeah. Yeah. You ready?
Yes.
Okay,
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Or are you going to go? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all we got for you for episode 5. I hope that's the right number. I think it is. And, of course, we're so excited to announce Whitewater Wipeout coming to the Playdate Season 1. We can't wait. And what's our other reminder, Mark?
Oh, yeah, Carve Snowboarding. It's out on Oculus Quest right now. You can get it. It has 67 songs by 27 different musicians. It's pretty great. It's the premier snowboarding experience in VR. It's pretty fucking amazing. You should get it. Of course, the reviews right now, it's holding a strong 4.2 out of 5 on Metacritic.
Yay!
Come on. You got to try this game out. Where can people find us on social medias?
On the social medias, you can find me at Kinzilla, Kinzilla, on all the things.
And you can find me at The Henry Demos on all of the things. And you can, of course, find Chu High Labs on Twitter, on SoundCloud, not really, on Instagram, on all of them, at Chu High Labs. Any final words for us?
Join us in 2 weeks for episode 6. We already can't wait because we'll see if our E3 predictions were right.
That's right. And we are a part of the Greenlit Podcast Network. Kinsey, it's been real. I'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Thank you for listening, everybody.